Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this devil platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely morning in which the Most High Yah has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall, and I will rest therein. Just coming with a short message. And I will title it, The Prophetess Was Chastised This Morning. The prophetess was chastised this morning. I think I would keep it with that title, being so it is truth that rests therein. I told you all, no, I might not have told, I think I have spoken it many times. No, maybe not. Maybe once. I can't remember. But there was a time about, say 13, no, not even 13 years ago. Give or take about, we'll say 13 years ago. I was on the highway. I was staying in Georgia during that time. And the Spirit spoke to my spirit. He says, I have suffered thee to see your husband nakedness. Now you must understand that when he spoke to me, he had already informed me a few months prior that I could see his nakedness. So when he came to me this particular day and he said, I have suffered you to see your husband nakedness. And what he's saying is, I have suffered you to see his spiritual side. It's not the nakedness of his flesh, but it's the nakedness of his inner man, which is spirit. And when he said that, I had already understood that I had stepped in a realm that I had no idea I could or I would be allowed to, but he suffered me to do so. And a lot of that has to do with the questions I put before the Most High. I put questions before him. And when I do that, I wait until he answered. And with that, he gave me the ability to understand my husband's spirit. With that, when he allowed me to be able to know his nakedness, I would have to change the way I see him, treat him, communicate with him, deal with him, walk with him. Because now the Father has suffered me to see beyond his flesh and be able to see his spirit man and who it was and so on. So when he allowed me to do that, I didn't know it comes with a price. And the price was, you can't use what you see. The nakedness that I suffered you to see, you can't use it against him. That was the price, y'all. So he was letting me know, once I allow you to see his nakedness, you can't use his nakedness against him. So today, I went out to different estate sales. As you see, I'm loaded with items. And I noticed that everybody that I was around, I can kind of sense their spirit. You know what I'm saying? The gift that he has given me is for the journey in which he has called me on. So when I'm around Europeans or around any type of really nation, even my own, I can discern different things. So because of that gift that he has given me, and he has shown me the nakedness of this nation, not to say this don't mean every European. No, it doesn't. But he has allowed me to be enlightened. My eyes are open to who they are as a people. My eyes are enlightened to who we are as a nation. That's why I think it's really kind of sad that our own nation don't know who and whom Yah has among them to be even assistant to their needs and their help and what they need to know and what they need to find out and what they need to hear. They don't even know who Yah has among them. But let me explain to you how I got chastised this morning. So, the same thing with my husband. The Father has suffered me to know his nakedness, which is a really good thing, but there's a heavy price to pay. You can't use his nakedness against him, meaning you can't look beyond, you can't look beyond, how would I say it? No, you got to look at him for him. You got to be able to forgive him. You got to look the way that he is. You got to overlook all of that. No matter what he does, how he does it, what he say, his reaction, you still have to be able to overlook it. Because now you know him at his nakedness. And that nakedness is not something that a higher suffered one to know. So if he let me go into a realm to know my husband's nakedness, then therefore I have to see things different. I have to feel about things different. I have to handle him different. I have to communicate with him different. I got to embrace him different. Okay? Now, same thing with the house of Israel. Okay? I'm going to get to the house of Israel at the end of this topic. Okay? But I'm going to cover something here. So I'm out, and this is not just happening today. The Father stopped me dead in my tracks this morning when I was out buying from estate sales. He said, now that you know things, people, at the nakedness, at that same nakedness, then therefore you got to deal with them different. So much is given, much is required. It's pretty much what he said. Now that you know who they are, what they are, you know who they going to be, who they were in its nakedness, now you have to deal with them different. You can't deal with them at the nakedness of what you know. Because that's a spiritual realm he allowed you to step into. So now that you know the spiritual realm of who they are, you got to treat them totally different. You see, you got to treat them totally different, because I'm telling y'all, when I get around people and I be able to discern their spirit, the look on my face tells them, you better watch yourself. You know, and they don't say, it ain't that they say anything to me. It's just a look I give them. I mean, the look is so harsh. They even turn around and say hi, or male and female. How you doing, ma'am? Or they give you this smile, but I be looking at them like, why? Because I am able to see their nakedness. They can hide with you. They can hide with themselves. But Sister Deborah can see them at their nakedness. So even now, even when they communicate, I give them a very ugly stare. And don't let them say anything off balance. Oh, don't say nothing off balance to me. Why? Why are you conducting yourself this way, Deborah? That's what the Father said. He said, is this because I suffered you to see them at their nakedness? Don't use their nakedness against them. Why? Why I can't use their nakedness? Because that's in the spiritual realm. And that has already been judged. So he's not sending you to judge it in a way that it has already been judged. And I caught myself this morning twice at 2 different estate sales, snapping at these people because I know them at their neckiness. Snapping. These are Europeans. Because I know them at their nakedness. And when I say that, I don't mean every one of them. I have, this morning, I had to catch myself because this has been happening several times in the last month. This morning, I had to catch myself when I snapped at this one woman. And this, I'm going to show you what I did. I'm in line to pay for my items. I'm only Negro there, period. And I'm in line, and this lady who, when I walked in, she gave me this ugly, pale, heavy-set white woman with her heavy-set daughter. And they turned and they gave me this ugly look. And when they gave me that look, I didn't pay any attention to it. I go straight to what I'm doing. I don't pay them no mind. So what happened was, when I came back and got all my items, somehow they was in front of me in the line to pay. And she told her daughter, look behind, look and see what she got in her basket. I said, that ain't none of you. I said it just as loud, and everybody, that ain't none of your business what I got in my basket. And she said, I was just saying, because I see you got very few, I was going to ask you if you want to go before me. I said, no, I don't. That's not necessary. We don't have to act like that, y'all. We don't have to act like that. Sister Deborah don't have to act like that. Why? Because it's unnecessary. I caught myself. I knew right then that I need to slow my roll. But guess what? Father said, let me tell you one thing. When I have blessed you to see things at its nakedness, you are never to judge people or deal with people at their nakedness. You can't. You got to deal with them at where they are at. A better way of dealing with them. Not at their nakedness, but you got to deal with them kind, gentle, humble, soft-spoken. So he was dealing with me with that this morning. He said, now you going, and because you know their nakedness, you know who they are in their nakedness, that don't give you no right to portray it in your flesh. What you know in their spirit, in yours. You see? We can't go around here conducting ourselves a way that we are being taught, or way we get on this devil platform and hear people say this and say this and say this, and we feel, oh, they doing this and they doing that. But let me tell you something. I know better. And I thank my Father for stopping me in my tracks, because I even knew I was getting out of order. Because every time they look at me, I give them a look. And they always just come up and smile, or they'll say hi, or say something to try to get my attention. But I saw myself doing just that. And I should not. Why? Because I, Sister Deborah, have been given the ability to know the nakedness of the people in the world today. And because he's given me that great and wonderful gift, does not give me the right nor the authority to treat people at or in the way that he have suffered me to view them in their nakedness. In their nakedness is a way of showing you who they are, who they were, and who they're going to be. And it's nothing you can do, Deborah, say or think or preach or teach that would change it. So this is just who they are. This is how they came here. So treat them with what? Kindness, gentle, soft-spoken. You see? Not with fierce anger you know. And everybody always say, "Oh, you seem like you looks like you so mean, but you ain't nothing like you look. Your appearance seem like you so mean. You ain't even, you just as sweet." I know I am. I know what I am, but it's just the idea when I have been revealed so much, I can't take that gift out of order. Let me set another example. Like the Most High has also have charged me that even amongst the house of Israel, now I have let you and allowed you and suffered you to see their nakedness. You teach that to them, but don't hold it against them. You see what I'm saying? And I hold it against them because I felt that if I'm telling you the pure word that proceeds from Yah's mouth to mine, and in my inner man does he rest, I'm telling y'all, this is what he said. And because of what he said, it's because of a realm that he have suffered me to see. The nakedness of it. The nakedness of yesterday. The nakedness of today. And the nakedness of tomorrow. So therefore, Sister Deborah can't escape the fact that now she got to go into a situation where she's humble, kind, soft-spoken. Why? Because I know their nakedness. I know where the tribe of the house of Israel is at in this day and time in its nakedness. These people on this devil platform don't even know who Yah has put in the midst of this platform just to see those who wants to claim to be who he is or he is. I can discern that because I look back at the idea. I said, well, what do I need the eyes for, Father? What do I need the elbows for? What do I need to know their hand for? Why do I need to know their arms? Why do I need to know? It was all because of where he suffered me to be able to be in him, to be able to see the nakedness of the situation, of a nation, of a people, of a country, of what took place before the foundation of the world, what took place now, and what's to come in its nakedness. But I can't use what he has shown me about the house of Israel against them. I can't use it, but I can speak it, but can't use it against them. That's because he have suffered me to see their nakedness. So I give him glory and I give him honor right now, Father Yah, in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. Hallelujah. 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 Haya, 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 haya. I give you praise and glory from suffering me to see the nakedness and giving me the gifts and the ability to have therewith on this journey. And I thank you for your chastising, your discipline, your correction. I thank you for your judgment. I thank you for your curse. I thank you for everything that you have created from the beginning to the end, and that which you have ordained before the foundation of the world. I salute it in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. And I'd say to you, thank you for chastising me this morning. Thank you for correcting me this morning. Thank you for disciplining me. Because without you in front of me, in back of me, and every side of me, and resting therein, Father, I could do nothing. So I say to you, Father, forgive me from using the nakedness that you have suffered me to see and behold against people. Forgive me and help me to do better with the spiritual gifts that thou hast given me and have allowed to rest therein. And I will forever praise and serve and honor and worship you. In the name, that wonderful name, Yeshua HaMashiach. Oh, man. So I tell you all, it is a blessing to be under the umbrella of a higher. So I thank you for your tuning in. And I hope you got something out of it. It truly is a blessing to be able to be chastised by the Most High Yah. Because if you're not chastised, then He really don't love you. If you're not corrected by the Most High Yah, He really don't love you. If you're not disciplined by the Most High Yah, He really don't love you. Okay? If you're not judged by the Most High Yah, He really don't love you. You got to understand. He does it because He loves you. So I, Sister Deborah, say unto you, I'm trying to make it on live. I got a beautiful topic that's very important. I'm gonna try to make it alive today at 8 p.m. Central Time. So join me. And I, Sister Deborah, says, Shalom and Shalom.